is like, am I audible, guys? Everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you. So the basic, this is the interface of Power BI. So once we completed the interface, we'll build a small report today. Okay, so we'll go one by one. Left side, top and right side, format things and whatever you have, everything, right? So we'll go one by one. Let me close this. Let me close this. This is left side. If you see report view, table view, model view, and this is, you can ignore it, DAX query view. As you can ignore for now. Okay, so Power BI interface, basically Power BI provides an intuitive interface. It means that a connective interface or is a simple interface that allows users to interact with the data in a dynamic and visual way. Okay, how do you exactly see the data? How do you interact with that and predict with that? The main components of Power BI interface are report view. The main component, let me use that. Use again the text box here to be. Yeah. The main components of Power BI interface are okay. The main components of the components are. So let me go with this as a 14. Then after it will be like, let's see. Okay, so let's go one by one. The majorly, if I see one, okay. Right, report view. Second one, number two. First one is the report view. You can see it here. This is the report view. And second one is a table view. We'll see what exactly these do. Okay. Third one is a model view. Model view. These three components you can find it in the left side panel. Okay. The right side, if this is the one thing, that's the right side. If I comes to the right side, okay. So let me go ahead and again give the one number to you. So the right side is one thing, format pane. Okay, format pane. So this is the format pane, guys. If you say this is the format option would be there, right? So you can see this is the format pane. Okay. So I'm just closing all the things and showing to you. This is the format pane, and this is come to the build pane. Okay, one is a format pane. Second thing is a build pane, or you can call it as a build. Okay, you're seeing this, right? This is the build and this is the data. This is the build and next one is data. So this 6 panes you have to be set. Okay, wait. Data. Seventh one is a filter pane. Filter pane, this is not a mandatory. That's the reason I'm not discussing it now. We can discuss this later. This is not mandatory. If I wanted to close this one, go to the view and there is option called a filter pane. I can remove for now. I don't need that filter pane anymore. Okay. Unless we completed the basics, then we can come on. We can see that. Right, guys? There are 6 components that we are going to be discussed today. Basically, one is a report view, table view, model view, format pane, build, and data. Right, you can see the symbols. Here is the 3 and here is the 3, and you can add some more as well. For now, these 6 are the major things for us. So let's go with the report pane. Guys, okay. Report pane is where you create and design visualizations such as your charts, your graphs, your maps. Okay, your coordinating visuals, anything. So that means that this is your pane. This is the page where you build all your visuals. You are seeing this one, report view. If it comes to this is a different view. Okay, this is your report view. If I go to this build, you can see all the visuals here. You need to use your visuals here. Okay, so I'm saying this is the area. The report view is the area. Okay, where you create and design your visualizations. Okay, and add and edit. You can edit your visuals. Okay, you can sorry, you can add, you can edit, interact with them, representing the data. You can see the data, you can see the report, you can see the everything there. Okay, so this is the thing that you can make it. So you can make multiple pages in the report view. You can go with the multiple pages and you can build the multiple pages in the report view. It's not like one thing. You can see the 3 pages I just built it, right? So you can go with the multiple panes and you can work around with the multiple panes, right? So multiple pages. Next is the second one. Second one comes to the data. You can see the left side. This is the data. So you are seeing everything is blank. For the better communication, let me import something for the better understanding of it. Okay. This is the report view. I'm going here, going to the home, get data. I need an Excel source. I can directly find the Excel connectors here. Remember, guys, I'm repeating one more time. Go to the get data, go to the Excel workbook, click on the Excel workbook. You will find your own data, or I am just importing my local Excel file here. Okay. So let me import to see the data, guys. This is only to understanding of this one, not how to import and everything. You can do that. For now, I'm just doing it manually to import that data. Okay. Wait a second, guys. Yeah. Okay. Data is imported. It is importing. Sorry. Let's go ahead. Need to apply the changes and you'll see the data here. Okay. Okay. So let me close this. Yeah. So if it comes to the data table view, if it comes to this table view, you can find the data here. All the columns. Okay. How exactly these columns would be. You can see all the data around it here in the table view. Okay. So everything is interrelated here. You can create your own measures here. You can create everything. Along with that, once you comes to the table view, you can find a table tools and column tools here. Table tools are creating measures. Okay. Column tools are like changing your data types. What we discussed in the SQL, right? The same data types also available here. That is a number format, whole number, fixed number, date format, date, text format, okay, binary format. These all things is same is available here as well. Okay, this format level. You'll understand one by one data, but I'm just giving it to you. Along with the table tools, you can understand the column tools as well. Along with the sort by columns, group by, data group by, new columns, everything you can build it here. The same new column options are available in the table view as well. Okay, the sometimes you can find the duplicate options. You can do it here, you can from the other way also. It will work the same way. In a simple terminology, if I wanted to say it, data view is allows you to see your data. Okay, this table view allows you to see the data in table format. It has been imported and transformed in your local, in your Power BI desktop. Okay, you can inspect the data, you can do data transformation, and you can understand the data formation, okay, such as the relationships, okay, accurate models. If you want to build, everything will be available in this particular model table view. Okay, this is the second one. This is where you build your own reports. Remember, guys, one more thing. This report view connected to your build, because if you want to build your visuals here, then all visuals will be here. Okay, so all visuals will be available in build, which is supposed to your report view. The secondary thing, your all data will be available in a table view. Your all data will be in data view. If you see this data view, this will be all things are available in this particular scenario. I'm audible, guys. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So somehow I think I lost it. Yeah. Sorry. So, okay, this is interrelated. If you go to the table view, automatically your data view, this is the data, right? This is what you are looking at as a data. The same thing, if you come here, this is my data. If you see, this is my data, sales columns, everything. Okay, the column names and everything will be available here, and the table view also, you can find the same column names with the data. But data view, you can only find the column names only. Okay, the relationship model, this is the relationship model. It means that where you are creating such a join statement, everything and all, it will be available here. Okay, it means that you have a 2 or 3 tables. If you want to join these tables, like how we did a joins in the SQL, right? The similar way here also we have certain joins with the names are different and the conditions are different. Okay, so you can do all these names here. We call it as a model, relationship model. That's the reason we call it as a model view. Okay, so if you see, this is the model, how many semantic model level, how many, these cultures are here, tables, how many, this is the sales table I had, table level, how many columns are there, everything will be available in single place. Okay, so this is my semantic model, right? So this is the 3 models level. And if it comes to here, this is the one thing I have is like a format. The format is one thing, guys. So if you see model completed, for format pane is like customize your appearance, the visual level appearance, how your font is look like, how, what is your visual color, what is your paint color, what is your header, which font you are using for the headers, how much size it is, how much width it is, everything will be allowed in this particular thing. You can see page information, canvas settings, okay, canvas background, wallpaper, everything is available here. If I add any one visual, guys, if I add any one visual here, and let me add this one visual called a bar chart. Okay, if I add this stacked bar chart with any of the data here, okay, so any of the data, let's assume this is the month ID, and this is the location ID, and just randomly adding it, there is no make sense of this data. Okay, running, I add just add it. If you see, this is the one, previously you don't find this all things. Once you added this data into the particular visual, you can find this all things here: size and style of the visual, title of the visual, y-axis, which is a vertical axis, x-axis, which is a horizontal axis, okay, grid lines, zoom sliders, bars, ribbons, data labels, background area. You can put a paper, you can put a photo, you can put anything over here, reference lines, everything. And around with our properties, what data formation you are doing, what kind of a tool tips, that advanced things you want to provide, some of the responsive and maintain layer that you want to do it, everything. Okay, everything will be together here. So in simple terminology, if I want to say it like this, right? In simple terminology, formation will allow you to appear the report or dashboard, how it's exactly appearing there, how exactly it is looking there. Okay. So any questions as of now in this particular scenario, guys?
No.
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 Okay. So you're clear with these 6 items, right? Report view, table view, model view, format pane, built and data level information, correct? Any questions on this, guys?
No.
Okay,
No.
cool, cool. Let's go ahead and understand the connectors now. I think we discussed something on the connectors yesterday, but still wanted to give some context on the connectors. Okay. Let me go to the 16. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just facing this throat issue. A couple of weeks actually. It's not going out, even though with some medicines as well. Yeah. Connectors. Right. So the connectors are basically allows you to connect any of the environment. It is a mediators. Okay. Connector is one software. Connector is a middle interface. I can call it as a middle interface. Okay. Which allows to connect the source or destination. Which allows to connect the source or destination, destination to give the business access. Okay, this is the connect. Let's assume, guys, we have a SQL is our source. Okay, SQL is our source. We are working with the Power BI, right? We wanted to import our Power BI data. But what is the scenario is like when you import the data, you can see this data, correct? What is my column? What is my allocation ID? What is my gross margin amount like this? I can see my own columns. I can see the data 4.9 thing, for example. Let's assume, let's take a health insurance data. Customer, how much he's paying, what kind of a diseases he has, how much frequently he is going for this checkups and all, when he's exactly diagnosing, what is the diagnosing formula. If you see this whole thing, this is the very, very sensitive information, correct? Which is not going to be happen in the organizations in health insurance sector. So what they do, they give you a live connection. Okay. So you can't see the data here. You can see only Power BI as a live connection, and you can see the column names like this. Okay, this is the patient name. You can't see any patients there. You can just, okay, this is the patient name. I'm going to build one report without any data, and I'll share it to the user interface, like their website. Okay, we did it for several times, guys. This user interface. If the user connected to this interface, they can see the data because the system allows them to be see it as they're directly working with the customers. Now, this is the middle software. Okay, what you have to do? You have to connect your source and you have to send your data to the destination. In between, Power BI is one of the tool for us. But to do these all things, either you connect it to source or you push to the data to the destination, you need the connectors. That is the middle interface applications. Okay. So there's people call it as a APIs, few things. Connectors is a kind of APIs, not the purely APIs. Okay. So these all are the connectors, guys. If you see, if I go to the this more data, I have a different segregations here. These are the file items. Like Excel is a one file item, text is a one file item. Okay, XML file is a one file item. XML is a source file that you connected through API. JSON is a one file item. PDF, Parquet, SharePoint folder. Okay, these all are the same thing. This is the Fabric, Microsoft Fabric newly come into the picture, which allows you to go for the data marts, Power BI semantic models. Okay, data flows, warehouses, lake houses, everything. And the databases level, again, same thing. SQL databases. You can see this is the high priority in anywhere in the world. Okay. Access databases, Oracle databases, IBM, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Sybase. So all things the same thing. Teradata, right? So if you go to the similar thing like a Power Platform, Azure, which is mostly advanced cloud platform, right? You can have any connectors, online connectors. If you want to connect something like Dynamics, Salesforce, Google Analytics, LinkedIn, even you go to the LinkedIn sales connectors, okay, everything is there because as Microsoft market is very wide, right? So we can see this all things in a one hour after you can connect this one. So okay, all the things you can connect together, and the non-separated things like ODBC. I told you, right? ODBC is one of the connector. Python script, R script, Spark, Active Directories, Microsoft Exchange, which is Outlook. Okay, our outlooks, everything, web connections. If you don't have allowed the API directly, if you can public web services are there, right? So you can connect to the public web services like sorry, weather information. If you see, right, this weather information, if you search on the web, you can directly find it. What is the atmosphere, what when the rain will going to become, how the weather today. These are the proper web things, like open web, correct? So you can directly connect to the open web and you can bring it here directly. Okay. So this is a kind of a scenarios that is allows you to do it. So they're just canceling. This is the connectors. This every connector, whenever you fetch it, right, you can come and see. For example, people come study, right? We have a data mart. Can we connect it to the data mart to Power BI? Yes, we can connect it. How it is even possible? You go to the data set. First, you have to cross check whether it is there or not. Correct? If you go to here, if I go to the data marts is a part of Fabric and Azure platforms. It's a Fabric. Data mart is there. I can connect it and I can use that. Right? So like that, you have all the connectors. If you have a connector, it will be very easy to connect that because If you have a connectorized, they just need to provide the access for it. That's it. If you have access, everything is pretty good. So this is all about the connectors, guys. Any questions on this?
No.
No.
That's good. Thanks for that. And let's go one more thing. Today is the connection types. Okay. So before we made a report, a sample report, this is the third topic for today. Connection types. So basically usually we have three, and currently we have one more mixed mode, like four ones. Okay. Both are will be the same. Okay. One is like import mode. Second one, live connection. Third one is direct query mode. Fourth one, mixed connectivity. Like you connect with any of the two things, import and live connection, import or direct query, or live and direct query, like something. Okay. That is a mixed connectivity. I'll tell you one by one. Okay. You are seeing the physical data. You need to build some of the, when it is choosing, first of all. Okay. We have a four connections: import mode, live connections, direct query, and mixed connectivity. What purpose will connect it? If you want to see the physical data like this, and you want to build some queries around it, create some measures, create some calculations. By business requires some calculations, some sales calculations, some inventory calculations, what how is exactly happens. Okay. What is your purchases, profit and loss, everything. If you want to calculate, in that scenario you need import mode. Import mode, what it is do, it import the data into Power BI. Okay. It import the data into Power BI. It physically, you can see the data. You can transform the data. Okay. There is no restrictions on your transformation. You can use mQuery or, similar way to the DAX and all. It is allows to everything, and it reduce the performance. Okay. Improvement as well, because you are having physical data with you. Correct. This is the import mode basically. So one thing with the import mode, one small drawback we can say it, or you can usually say it what exactly it is. The data, how much you can import. There is a size. There is a limitation. 10 GB max you can import to the system, and you can work around it. Sorry. If you cross 10 GB, you need a connection changes. You need your enterprise level and data purchases, and you have to do some other things. It don't work freely. So for till 10 GB, import mode will work with your pro license or premium license. If it is more than 10 GB, even though you are in a premium license, you have to go for the enterprise license for additional data importations. So it's some kind of a work for your administrators. Okay. Right. So this is the import mode. Live connections. The scenario is you don't need to transform the data. You don't need to write any measures, any calculations, nothing. Okay. In that scenario, you can go with this option, and it is like unlimited data, because you are not importing anything here. Am I is missing? Yeah. Okay. You are not importing any of the data. You are just connecting to the source. It's your database. If I have a 20 GB, 30 GB, 1 terabyte in my SQL, nothing to do with my Power BI, because I'm directly connecting to the server. I'm fetching the data. I'm not even fetching the data. I'm showing the same numbers into my visuals, and I'm publishing into the users. Okay. They'll take care of that. If his server is down, it means that your SQL server is down, not my Power BI, nothing to do with the Power BI. And in some scenarios, we are facing some huge performance issues around it, because there is a no middle connector. You're directly connecting to the server, or you're getting response from the server. You're working along that. Okay. There is a specified performance issues you will get in the live connection. The direct query. If you wanted to write a minimize the DAX functions. Okay. Minor transformations, I can say. Okay. Minor transformations. And the direct queries mostly work as a live connection only, but it allows you to work some of the DAX, very, very minor DAX, without changing core data. without changing core data. Okay, without changing a core data. Right. Sorry. So this is the direct query, but it almost looks like a live connection to you, but a date changes or new date tables has to be bring. Okay, you will go with some of the options like store your date formulas in within that. Okay, changing the date column names, column things like something minor things you can do that. Not the major work of the DAX. Okay, so you cannot use any kind of a alternative things and any kind of a additional importations or additional work around that, any insights with the high statistical formulas. No, you cannot do anything. So very minor things you can do that. And mixed connectivity, either you can choose live and import mode. Okay, so all import along with any of the connections, import with either live or direct query, you can directly use that. So this is the mixed connections. But remember that most of the people don't use the direct connections, as live connections gives you a kind of performance issues, and it don't allow you go for the kind of measures and all, right? It's very, very hard you to be manage this mixed connectivity, but few people is required like that. Okay, some files they're in the SQL, some files they're in the local Excel files. Okay, some files in the website, they don't know what exactly we are doing around it. Okay, in that scenario you can work around that. So any questions on the connection types, guys?
No.
Yadu,
No.
Madhava.
No.
So you understood as of
Mm,
now, right, guys? So
yes.
interface
Yes, sir.
level, okay, components, connectors, connection views, everything you understood, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool. So let me go ahead and build a small scenario here. Let me remove this. I just built 4 or 5 visuals. I'll show you how to read the data. For example, guys, my first requirement from the customer, I want to build a 4 visuals now. Okay, I need 4 requirement for 4 visuals. Remember, for every visual there should be a requirement. You don't need to put as a garbage. Okay, yeah, there is a space, let me keep one visual for anything. No, there should be a proper requirement, then only the space will be justified. Without that, people ask you, okay, you analyze and you put it. It's very hard you to be come and convince them, okay, this is the numbers you require. You are the business person who are giving to the business persons, right? You are working with the business. Give me the requirement. You can ask like that. Give me the requirement, what exactly is required, so that I can work along with that. Right? What is my requirement here is like, you have a scenario IDs here. 1 and 2. Two scenario IDs here there. Show me the sum of regular sales dollars by scenario ID. You got it right, guys? Number one, the first requirement, sum of regular sales dollars by scenario ID. Let me do that. Okay, we'll understand this, why we are choosing this visual and all everything. Okay, for currently I'm just choosing it. I'll let you know each and every visual, how exactly we are discussing about and what exactly this all things about everything. Okay, don't bother about it. Now I'm choosing this pie chart. Okay, let me add the pie chart here, right? And give this it here. Yes, I'm just giving some space here. Yes. Okay, one is like based on the scenario ID. My legend is scenario. Okay, my value is sum of gross marginal amount. You can see almost same, 9.64 millions, 9.33 millions. Okay, it came like a day and night, right? So this is the one thing, and this is the format, guys. If you want to change, I'm changing only title of the format. Okay, if you want to change, you can change this one. Sum of gross margin amount by scenario ID, and I'm changing this to Calibri. So which is looks good actually. Let me go here and adding some backgrounds. I'll teach you everything, guys. For now, I'm just adding this and give the text color as a white, which is sometimes looks very good. Then it's give the blue, not the this one. Yes. Okay. So this is the one thing that you're coming with. And border also, you can add the border for now. Okay. I don't want to keep it like very spacious way. Just give me the legend, size and style, padding, background, visual border. Just me turn on the visual border. Okay. So you see this sum of gross marginal amount, and the same thing if I go to the visuals, I think my title is left aligned. I wanted to make it as a middle aligned. Okay, let's go here and make it this is as a middle alignment. Right, this is cool. Now this is the one of the reason around it. Cool, that one. Okay, any questions on the first one? Scenario ID. Okay, this is the, if I click on this, you can see this is my scenario and the legend and values. I'm just giving a sample report here, guys, how to drag that, where you can find the options and all. I'll teach you every single option from this. Okay, don't bother about it, every single option. Okay, so this is sum of gross marginal amount by scenario ID, right? This is the one thing. Second thing, let me take the bar visual, and you need a requirement for that, right? For bar visuals, go for the units, sales units. Okay, you have this, all are the sales unit, right? How many units we sold to the different people. Okay, so by month, this is my month, right? Sales units by month, sum of regular sales units by month, guys. Okay, let me have this in the bar chart. By month is my y-axis because it is showing this is the month where you see it, and x-axis is sum of regular sales dollars, not the dollars I want, regular sales units. Correct? How many sales we have done it? You can see this one, right? So if I wanted to commit here, you can commit this one here. Let me do this here. Okay. So now you can see this January, February, March, April, and this is like showing one by one. If I want to show again, it's in the format option where exactly this is coming to the picture, how exactly this is thing. I just need to wait a second. I just need to change this measure here. Okay, this is y-axis, and from y-axis to continuous to categorical. If you see the categorical, you can see this one this way. Okay, 1 January, February, March, April, May, June, everything. Okay, so and you can do several things, guys. You can go with the data level, you can go with the month ID level. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm just going with the month ID level now. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Look at this. Okay, so this is one of the bar chart from the vertical bar. This is horizontal bar. That is a vertical bar, and this is the horizontal bar. If I click on this, okay, this is the horizontal bar. Horizontal, remember guys, the first value with the horizontal is x-axis because it's showing this way. In the vertical is a y-axis. Okay, the first value which represent how you want to show the data. The next value y-axis or x-axis is only based on the how you are looking the data. But if you see the horizontal, the values in the y-axis. If it is a y-axis, sorry, if the vertical level, the values in the x-axis. Okay, so while you're practicing, you'll understand that this only two things between these two bar charts, same bar charts with a different scenarios. Now I'm giving it here as the item ID. Okay, the item ID by markdown value. You can see it's a number of there. I just wanted to put some filters here. Okay, like 50K, 60K, the sum of marginal value because you have a huge item things, right? Let me go ahead and let me add the filter pen here. And I just want to filter something around here. Okay. Filter pen, item ID, or not the advanced, go for the basic. You can see select what 10 item IDs 156, 223, 227, 317, 317. Okay. And few things are like 3244, 3245, 3250, 3265, 321, right? These are my item IDs. The same thing, sum of marginal this value. Want to keep it as a, this is my y-axis. Okay. Let's keep it my count. right? So you can see some of the values in this particular scenario, or else you can change your y-axis to x-axis, x-axis to y-axis. The values also will be remain the same. You can see this one. Okay. You just have a two values around it. You can keep the two values around this particular level. One is that count of month ID, count of active ID. This is the normal raw data, guys. You can change if you want your data, okay, your data level and your this one allocation levels and everything. Okay. I'll share you this data. You can go ahead and you can see this data level options and all, right? So this is the one thing that you can see this one, and I'm giving the same formation to this visual as well, right? Cool. This is the one thing you can see it categorically 5, 13, 38, 11. These all are the item IDs that we are seeing along with the data you have exactly. Now the last visuals. You can see the panels are increasing. If you want, you can see in future also 8 or 9 panels continuously. We have a separate discussion on the panel level as well. Okay, the final one. You choose, guys, which one you want to build it. Bar charts, line charts. Line charts are not there. Let's go with the line charts or tree maps or funnel charts like something. Which one you like? Harika, Yadu, Madhava. Guys, you're not responding. You there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Harika. Madhava.
Mm.
Harika, you're speaking something. I'm not able to heard.
No, I'm not speaking anything.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You are guys. You are familiar with the visuals, right? How many visuals? Which visual? Where we need to use? What is the purpose of the visual and all?
Yeah.
Cool. Madhava, you?
Yes, yes.
Cool. Yadu?
Yes.
Cool. That's great then. So which one you want to use it, Madhava? Yeah, no question. Yadu, which one you want to use it? Come on, man. You're not suggesting anything. Which visual you want to use as a fourth visual? Next time you have to do it, man. You have to open your Power BI and let's do something there. I'll share some data with you. Let's plan that way. Okay. Yadu,
Okay.
which one you are suggesting? Which visual you are suggesting? Let me show that to you. Okay. These are the line charts. Okay. And these are the ribbon charts and funnel charts and all, along with the tree map, maps and all. So which one you suggest? Number 3, number 4 line.
Number three.
Yeah,
Use
okay. Let's
three.
okay.
So
So
actually,
let me go
what is
with
the
the
difference between pie chart? I mean, Excel. Excel also there is pie chart, right?
pie charts or pie charts anywhere, Madhva. There is no difference in Excel pie charts, Power BI pie charts, Tableau pie charts or pie charts. Okay.
Okay.
Only the thing is, right,
Then why
what data
we
you
hmm,
Mhm.
why we
Okay.
why we don't use Excel and why we use Power BI?
Power BI is a more interactive way. How do you import the data in Excel?
Mm-hmm.
How do you connect with the different platforms in Excel? How do you write a different languages in Excel? No, right? I can write a
Okay.
R language here. I can write a Python language. I can write a M query. You can see this is the R. This is Python. How do you write this whole thing in Excel? No. Remember,
Okay.
you go with any of the analysis level. You use any
Yeah.
of the tool. These visuals are common. Nothing to
Mm-hmm.
do with the visual. Visual remain visual anywhere. How do you use? How exactly the interface has to be used is the major thing. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. So let me use this area chart. Okay. So I'm just using this one as a month ID in the x-axis and regular sales in the y-axis. Happening. This all in the number format. That is the biggest problem here. Okay. Next data would be different. I'll share some of the data to you. Okay. Let me change any of the format from here. Okay. Format is the issue because of the data. Yeah. So you can see it here. Basically, so this is the four visuals. It means that this visual is showing you the trend, how the trend is looks like, how the trends is has been coming to the picture and all. So this is how exactly this is works. And I just wanted to change the background as well. If you wanted to change the background, you can go ahead and change some of the backgrounds here and the formation of the background from this one. You can change that one as well. Okay. So one thing, guys, this is a very basic this thing we are just building the very, very basic level. If you want to build something else, you can do that as well. Okay. If you want to do something, no, this is looking very, very odd. Let me go do this. Yeah. Okay. So if it's up to you how exactly you wanted to build this, how exactly you wanted to interpret that. Okay. Only the suggestions that business gives you, right? It has to fulfill the business requirement. Remember that. I may I may see several videos in YouTube might not help you in the real time scenario because you need to understand your own business structure. Okay. So the key thing is like how you understand the business. What is the core functionality of your business is very, very important. Okay. So any questions as of this four visuals and everything today, guys?
No.
Can you tell me
Mhm.
what is x-axis? Why you use x-axis and y-axis? Can you tell me that again?
Come again.